Back, everyone. This is Toe to Toe Boxing Talk with your man James, of course. Now, I want to wish everyone a happy New Year's, and I hope that everyone had a safe and festive holiday season. Now, I want to touch on comments that were made by Timothy Bradley regarding Alexander Usyk's second victory over Tyson Fury. Now, before I opine on the matter, I want to play you guys a clip of what Bradley had to say. Here it goes.
And what they saying, man, and I finally sat down and watched it. But I'm finna give y'all the real right now. First of all, I'm finna start, and I'm not even gonna talk about the fight right now. But yeah, all this all-time great shit that's going on, all-time great. Are you kidding me, man? Look, recency bias. Just because he beat the two best heavyweights of this era does not make him an all-time great. Usyk, that's what I'm talking about. Usyk, he is not an all-time great. Y'all need to stop with that.
Okay. So Bradley thinks that Usyk is not an all-time great. To say that Usyk is not an all-time great is asinine. It's ridiculous. Because just like I said in the last video, his accomplishments alone and what he's done in the sport of boxing is all-time great. Over 335 amateur wins. Amateur European champion. Amateur world champion. Olympic gold medalist. Undisputed at cruiserweight. Undisputed at heavyweight. What are we talking about here? He first fought for the title in his 10th professional fight against Krzysztof Glowacki in Poland, where Glowacki is from, and beat him handily. Then he beats Mukunu, who's a tough cruiserweight contender. Goes on to beat Michael Hunter, who's one of the best pure boxers out there. And, fun fact, was the first fighter to defeat Martin Bakole, who is now regarded as a heavyweight boogeyman. But I digress. Let's keep going. He beat Marco Huck, who holds the record for the most title defenses at cruiserweight, tying Johnny Nelson. Beats him easy, stops him in the 10th round in Germany, where Huck is from. I'm sensing a pattern here, Then goes on to beat Mairis Briedis in Latvia, where Briedis is from. Then goes on to beat Murat Gassiev, who's one of the hardest punching cruiserweights of all time and one of the hardest punchers in the game, in Russia, where Gassiev is from, winning the Muhammad Ali trophy and becoming undisputed cruiserweight champion. Then goes on to England, where Tony Bellew's from, and knocks out Tony Bellew in 8 rounds. Mind you, before then, Tony Bellew was at heavyweight, and he beat David Haye not once, but twice, stopping him both times. Then he goes up to heavyweight, beats Chaz Witherspoon in a tune-up bout. Then beats Derek Chisora in England, where Chisora's from. And Chisora is one of the toughest heavyweights out there. He just recently beat Joe Joyce, the Juggernaut. Then after that, beats Anthony Joshua in England, where Anthony Joshua is from, for the Unified Heavyweight Championships. And then does it again in Saudi Arabia. Beats Anthony Joshua more decisively. Then he goes on to beat Daniel Dubois, who's currently IBF heavyweight champion. But the reason why, because they stripped Usyk after he beat Tyson Fury for the undisputed, which is crazy. But I digress. I keep on going. He beat Daniel Dubois. Then after that, he goes on to become undisputed, defeating Tyson Fury. In fact, he should have stopped Tyson Fury, but the referee intervened and saved Tyson Fury. But then he beats Tyson Fury again, more decisively. Like, you get the pattern, like you get the drift. This is not an easy thing to do. but yet Usyk does it. That's an all-time great resume. That's an all-time great resume, if we're being honest. But Bradley has a tendency of bringing attention to his platform, saying the most outlandish shit out there, and to bring attention to his platform. You know, he consistently criticizes Gervonta Davis. He consistently criticizes Shakur Stevenson. You know, that's what he does. You know, he glosses over the fact that these are talented, great fighters and criticizes them on a daily basis. Now, I want to, since we're talking about all-time great, I want to talk about Bradley's career. Now, I understand that Bradley was inducted into the 2023 International Boxing Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Utmost respect for Bradley. Was a good fighter in his own right. But that doesn't make him a Hall of Famer. The reason why he's a Hall of Famer because he works in the media. If we're being honest, if you look at his career, his biggest victory was a controversial victory against Manny Pacquiao, the first one, which in fact I had Pacquiao winning, and everyone in the whole world had Pacquiao winning that fight. If we're being honest. And then his other big victory was against a 40-year-old Juan Manuel Marquez. Come on. Like, you talking about this guy's not all-time great, but you're not all-time great. If we're being honest, like, what have you done? Who have you beaten? Old Casamayor? Okay, Lamont Peterson? Okay. Your best victory, if we're being honest, was against Junior Witter in 2008 for your first world title. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me, man. Now, I respect you because you were a professional fighter. You know what it's like to be in that ring. And you were a decent fighter, a good fighter. But for you to make these comments, man, you're coming from a place of hate. You're coming from a place of hate, man. And I understand that Top Rank, ESPN pays you well to make these comments and to comment and to opine on certain things. I get it. But you have to have logic with what you're saying. Because what you're saying doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. But I guess this is the attention that you want. It is what it is, But I just wanted to respond to those comments regarding Timothy Bradley and him saying that Usyk is not an all-time great, which is ridiculous because Usyk is an all-time great. And, and he's going to continue to add on to that legacy, regardless if you like it or not, Mr. Timothy Bradley, But aside from that, you guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Until next time, this is Toe to Toe Boxing Talk with your man James, signing out.